Join me as I dive into some of the most chilling real war stories that will leave us both speechless. War has a way of evoking strong feelings and reflections within us. It's a harsh reminder of the devastating consequences of conflict and the impact it has on humanity. But it's also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the bravery that lies within us. The reality of war is often overlooked, masked by the glorification of combat and the heroism that comes with it. But the truth is, war is brutal, it's messy, and it leaves deep scars on both soldiers and civilians alike. The psychological toll it takes on those who experience it firsthand is immense. PTSD, anxiety, depression. These are just a few of the many mental health issues that can plague those who have seen the worst of humanity. War also has a profound impact on civilians, particularly children, who often bear witness to unimaginable horrors. They are forced to flee their homes, leave behind everything they know and love, and start anew in a foreign land. The trauma they experience can last a lifetime, affecting not only their mental health, but also their ability to form relationships and trust others. The effects of war don't stop when the conflict ends. The aftermath can be just as devastating, with survivors struggling to rebuild their lives and communities. It's a long and arduous process, one that requires patience, perseverance, and support. But despite the devastation, there are stories of hope, resilience, and bravery that inspire us to keep moving forward. In the next few minutes, I'll be sharing some of these stories with you. Stories that will leave you speechless and hopefully inspire you to take action. One veteran I came across shared a story about how he and his unit were ambushed in a small village. They were vastly outnumbered, and things looked bleak. But in the midst of chaos, he remembered the words of his drill sergeant, "Never leave a man behind." He knew he had to act fast, and so he rallied his troops, and together they fought off the enemy, saving countless lives. Another story that stuck with me was of a young girl who lost her family in a bombing raid. She was left alone, with no one to turn to, no home to go back to. But instead of giving up, she found solace in helping others. She began volunteering at a local refugee camp, helping to distribute aid and provide support to those in need. Her story is a testament to the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. I also came across a tale of two soldiers who were captured by the enemy and held prisoner for months. They were subjected to physical and mental torture, but they never gave up. They found ways to communicate with each other, to boost each other's morale, and to keep their spirits high. They were eventually rescued, and their bond remains unbroken to this day. One story that really stood out to me was of a soldier who was tasked with clearing a minefield. He was alone, with no backup, and the stakes were incredibly high. One wrong move, and it would be all over. But he didn't let fear get the better of him. He took his time, methodically clearing the mines one by one until the area was safe. It was a heroic act that saved countless lives, and one that will stay with me forever. But the story that really encapsulates the essence of bravery, sacrifice, and horror is that of a young soldier who was part of a special ops team. They were tasked with infiltrating enemy lines and gathering intel on the enemy's movements. But things took a turn for the worse when they were ambushed, and the soldier was gravely injured. Despite his injuries, he refused to give up. He kept fighting and kept moving until he was able to radio for backup. His bravery that day saved the lives of his entire team, and it's a testament to the sacrifices made by soldiers around the world. These stories, and many others like them, remind us of the devastating realities of war. But they also inspire us to be better, to do better. They remind us of the importance of resilience, of hope, and of the human spirit. Today, we've explored some of the most chilling real war stories that showcase the worst of humanity, but also the best. As we reflect on these stories, let's not forget the sacrifices made by soldiers and civilians alike, and let's strive to create a world where such stories become a distant memory. Thanks for watching, And if you have any thoughts or stories to share, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about the impacts of war, I encourage you to check out another video that delves deeper into this topic.